clicked on this video probably because you're trying to generate leads using cold outbound messaging and they're not quite working. Or maybe they are working, but you're just trying to get a little bit better. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my perfect recipe for an offer that works cold. Now, the problem with most people's businesses or their offers is that they're not quite sexy enough to generate attention from a cold audience. In order for a cold outbound messaging campaign to work, a lot of different pieces need to be aligned. 1, you need to hit the right person. 2, need to land in their inbox. 3, they need to spark their curiosity enough to reply or click. And there's a lot of things that need to work in order for you to get to that point. One of the key misses that most of our clients see before coming to us is that their offer just doesn't work cold. They need to reformat their offer or rethink their offer for a cold audience. What might work in Facebook ads or Google ads probably won't work for cold outbound messaging. These are people who don't know you, who are just hearing from you for the first time. So my promise to you in this video, if you stick with me, I'm going to teach you how to either reformulate your offer or present your offer in such a way that will work when in front of a cold prospect. If you don't already know me, my name is Jay Feldman at CMO Jay Feldman. I'm the founder of Otter Leads. We generate leads for hundreds of B2B businesses around the country. I've been doing this for several years and I'm one of the main authorities on the subject. So I'm super excited to dive into your offer, dissect it, and walk you through my 3 steps to creating a perfect cold offer. Now, you can get this part totally right. You can have the best cold offer ever and still fail at outbound messaging. That means one of the other pieces is off. But first, focus on this piece, get this right, and then get really good at the technical aspect. Finding the right person, landing in their inbox, using the correct words and length and calls to action in order to generate that reply. None of it works if the offer sucks. So let's dive in to what makes a perfect cold offer. All right, so I'm going to be kind of doing this with you live. As you can see here, cold offer template, it's got to have 3 components. 1, it's got to be sexy. So what is a sexy cold email offer? Well, people are just learning about you for the first time, so you need to spark some curiosity. If you come to them, we had a client that came to us with this offer, and I told him straight up, this is not going to work for cold. It's not quite sexy enough. It doesn't generate my interest. I would not click on that. In fact, I'd probably report it as spam. His offer was he did sales consulting. So he worked with business leaders who have sales teams and he does sales consulting for them. He looks through their sales scripts, he looks through their sales process and he makes it better. But who wants to be sold sales consulting? Not me. My hand is down. So you need to reformulate something like that to be better for a cold audience. The one thing you need to think about when you're sending this message is, do they care? And will this generate curiosity and interest the first time that they hear about it? Sales consulting, no, but there is something that you can do to that offer to make it sexy. So let's jump into our handy dandy notebook and figure out how to make something like that sexy. So what is sexy? Increasing revenue? Yeah. Increasing conversions? Hell yeah. So increase close rate by 10% by 1 simple tweak to your sales scripts. That's kind of sexy. If you're promising to increase someone's close rate by 10% by doing a tweak to their sales script, I'm curious. I want to know what this tweak is. And it's even better if in your call to action you can say, free audit call, we're going to go through your sales script and make this tweak. Or you send me your sales script, I'll send it back. Or a free PDF or something to get that hook, get their attention and say, yes, send it to me. Get me that call. I really want whatever it is you have that's going to double our close rates or increase our close rates by 10%. Has to be sexy. Some other examples of some sexy offers are, we have a client who we do lead generation for that guarantees TV coverage for experts. What is sexier than that? That's super sexy. You know what else is sexy? Generating high qualified leads, which is what we do, which is a very easy kind of cold call to action is we will pack your calendar or your money back. All right, so that's sexy. If it's not sexy, you need to work on it. You need to figure out how to make it sexy. There's certain words in your industry like sales consulting, not sexy. Close rates, sexy. Sales script, sexy. And you're in your industry, you will know what is sexy and what is not. So let's talk about number 2 in the cold offer template, one of the 3 things that you need to have in order for your offer to work. I think a crazy promise, and this has been tested, putting a promise in your offer is going to increase your clicks, your replies by a lot. People want to know what you can do for them, guaranteed. If you can put a guarantee in there, meaning you're really good at your job and they're going to get this result in this many days, you're probably going to get a lot of clicks. You're probably going to get a lot of opt-ins. You're probably going to get a lot of replies. And this tactic is used a lot in social media advertising as well. You'll probably see a lot of Facebook ads claiming, to 2x their revenue or generate 50% more leads in 30 days. A lot of people use this tactic to generate clicks and generate interest, and it works. So I highly recommend you figuring out what you can reasonably guarantee without doing a bait and switch on people so that you can use that in your messaging and get those same results. So let's jump back into our notebook and say, what is a crazy promise? Going back to the sales consultant, we actually kind of did it. I will increase your close rate by 10%. I will increase your current close rates by 10% in less than 30 minutes. Now that is a crazy offer. To be able to do that in less than 30 minutes, wow, who can do that? But if you're good enough to go through someone's sales script and add a couple of things that actually gives them some results over a quick phone call, chances are you're going to be able to get their business. And a lot of trained experts have something like this in their industry that they can do. My other client who books people on TV is, I will book you on a major TV network within 30 days. That's a pretty crazy offer. That's something sexy and crazy. You're gonna get me on TV in 30 days? Wow, I am interested, sign me up. I'm gonna send a reply. I'm probably gonna book a call to talk to that person. All right, the next thing that we're gonna discuss, the third out of third thing that you need to have aligned for your cold offer to work is going to be authority. Highly recommend that you add this to all of your cold offers. Some kind of proof, some kind of verifiable evidence that you are credible, whether this be a big name in your industry that you've worked with. For example, our company actively does PR for Alibaba. A lot of people know who that is. We do PR for members of the US Congress. That adds a lot of credibility. We do lead generation for some of the biggest names in digital marketing, who I'm not able to mention right now. But all of those things will increase the credibility of your email. They'll validate you so that person feels like they know you already or they can trust you because they know who you're representing. If you're new and you don't have massive case studies, what also works really well here is using PR. So I've been featured in Forbes, I'm a #1 leader on Business Insider, something like that to borrow credibility from those publications. So if you don't already have PR, you can hit up our company, we can help you get some. But really it's a race to represent as many big companies and big people that are recognizable as you possibly can. So listen, here's my call to action to you. If you're running cold outbound messaging and they're just not working, you're not getting replies, you're not getting calendar meetings, you're not getting opt-ins to your landing page, make sure that your offer is cold approved. And if you want to send me your offer, I will look at it and tell you whether or not it's good and ready to go. There's a lot of things along the way that will help you get your cold messaging down. One, deliverability. You want to make sure that you're not using any spam words. You want to make sure that you're sending emails that don't have a big spam flag on it when you receive it. That will kill your email. So I've got a ton of videos on my channel that will help you optimize in all of those ways. So please start from the beginning, watch all of those videos, but make sure that you have this part down as well. Hope this was helpful. If you're not already, please join my lead generation community. It's totally free. There's a link down in the show notes where you can access a lot more of my private videos